Welcome everyone. We are gathered here for the course Group Theory. Myself Miss Ashwini Balajirao Kare. I am from Rajeshi Shahu Mahavidyalaya Autonomous Latur. Now we are going to learn the topic elementary properties of groups. Before going to start, let us recall a definition of group. Group is a non-empty set G together with a binary operation star, usually addition or multiplication, is called a group if the following properties are satisfied. First property is closure property. For each element A, B in G, A star B again element of G. If star is addition, A star B is defined as A plus B, and if star is multiplication, then A star B is nothing but A dot B. Associative property A star B star C is equal to A star B star C for all A, B, C in G. Existence of identity. There exists an element E in G such that A star E is equal to E star A is equals to A for each A in G, means any element multiplied with the identity element gives the element itself. Next, existence of inverse. For each element A in G, there exists an element B in G such that A star B is equal to B star A is identity. Now take a example on it. Show that the set S containing the elements 1, 5, 7, 11 is a group with respect to multiplication modulo 12. For this example, we are going to draw Cayley table with respect to multiplication modulo 12 as follows. Now observe the Cayley table with respect to multiplication modulo 12. Now observe for the closure property. Closure property says that product of any two element doesn't go outside the set, means it again belongs to the set S. Now notice that 5 multiplication 12 with 7 gives 35, which on division by 12 gives the remainder 11. Therefore 5 into 7 is 11. Now 11 into 7 is 77, but the multiplication here is multiplication modulo 12. Therefore we are going to divide 77 by 12. We get the remainder 5. Therefore 11 multiplication modulo 12 with 7 is 5. Now identity element is 1 because 5 into 1 is 5, 7 into 1 is 7, 11 into 1 is 11. Now we have to find the inverse of each element. Now we have to find the inverse of 5. Now from the Cayley table, observe the column where we get the entry 1. Now for the element 5, 5 into 5 is 1. Now for the element 7, 7 into 7 is 1. Now 11 into 11 is 1. This implies that 5, 7, 11 are its own inverse. Next, now for the introduction of elementary properties of group. The definition of group itself raises some fundamental questions. Now we have observed from the example of group that each element has an inverse in group and each group has identity. The questions are as every group has an identity arises. Could a group have more than one identities? We know that every group element has an inverse. Could an element have more than one inverses? For this, we are going to see theorem uniqueness of identity. It says that in a group G, there is only one identity in G. Proof: suppose both E1 and E2 are identities in G, then by definition of identity in G, A into E1 is equal to E1 into A is equal to A for all A in G. Since for E2 is identity in G, it implies A into E2 is equal to E2 into A is equal to A for all A in G. Taking A is equal to E2 in 1, we get E1 into E2 is equal to E2. Now taking A is equal to E1 in 2, we get E1 into E2 is equal to E1. Therefore, from above, it implies E1 is equals to E2. Since the left hand side of both are equal, therefore, right hand side must be same. Hence, the identity element of G is unique. Next theorem, cancellation laws. If G is a group and A, B, C are the elements of G, then AB is equal to AC implies B is equal to C. This is called as left cancellation law. Second, B dot A is equal to C dot A implies B is equal to C. This is a right cancellation law. Let us see a proof. Consider AB is equal to AC. Since A is an element of G, G is a group, therefore there exists inverse for each element. A inverse again belongs to G, and so by 1 pre-multiplying by A inverse to the equation 1, we get A inverse into A dot B is equal to A inverse dot A dot C. Now G is a group, therefore by associative property implies A inverse into A is equal to into B is equal to A inverse into A into C, and it gives E dot B is equal to E dot C. Since A inverse into A is identity, that implies B is equal to C since E is the identity element of G. Similarly, we can go for the right cancellation law. Consider B dot A is equal to C dot A. Now, by post multiplying A inverse on both sides and using associative property, we get B is equal to C. Hence, cancellation laws holds in a group G. Now we are going to see the consequences of cancellation property. First is Cayley table for a group. Each group element occurs exactly once in each row and column. And the second consequence of cancellation property is uniqueness of inverses. Now Let us see the theorem on uniqueness of inverses. It says that for each element A in group G, there is unique element B in G such that AB is equal to BA is identity. Proof. Suppose A belongs to G has two inverse elements B and C in G, then by definition of inverse, let A has inverse B implies A dot B is equal to B dot A is equal to E. Again, A has inverse element C, therefore A dot C is equal to C dot A is identity. Now consider B is equal to B dot E since E is the identity element of G. Therefore, from second we can write it as B dot A dot C since A dot C is identity. Now by the associative property of group we can write as B dot A dot C and from 1 B dot A is identity and E is the identity element of group. Therefore, using first implies B is equal to C. Hence, inverse of A in G is unique. Now, let us observe the translated notations with respect to given groups from the table. We have two parts in the table. First is multiplicative group and second is additive group. A dot B or AB is multiplication, whereas in additive group A plus B is addition. Identity element of multiplicative group is E or 1. Here in the additive group 0 is the identity element. Now we can write A inverse as the multiplicative inverse of A in multiplicative group, while negative of A is the additive inverse of A in additive group. A raised to n is power of A and Na is multiple of A. AB inverse, or it can be written as A by B, is a quotient of multiplicative group and A minus B is the difference of additive group. Now look at the exercise. First is if G is a group and A comma B belongs to G, then prove that A inverse of inverse is A. Second, AB inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. How to solve this? Now use the hint. G is a group and AB are elements of G. Since A is the element of G, G is a group and each element of G has an inverse. Therefore, A inverse belongs to G. Therefore, by definition, A into A inverse is equal to identity. This is the first equation. Since A inverse is again an element of G, therefore A inverse also has an inverse element in G. Therefore, this can be written as A inverse into A inverse of inverse is equal to identity. Now compare the both equations first and second and use the cancellation law, we get the proof of first. Now for the second, AB inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. We have given G is a group and AB are the elements of G. Therefore, A into B is again an element of G since G has a closure property. Now, AB is again element of G. Therefore, AB has inverse element. That element is, we denote AB bracket inverse. Therefore, by definition, we can write A into B into bracket AB inverse is equal to identity. Now, for we have here A into B. First, pre-multiplying by A inverse and again on the next step, pre-multiplying by B inverse, we get the above result second. Now, the second exercise. For any element A and B from a group and any integer n, prove that A inverse BA raised to n is equal to A inverse B raised to n into A. For this proof, use the mathematical induction method. Now, third exercise, translate each of the following multiplicative expressions into its additive counterpart. For this exercise, use the above table. Very interesting exercise. You have given a table and you have to fill the blank entries. Use the definition of group and the properties to fill this table. Second, prove that if AB square is equal to A square B square in a group G, then AB is equal to BA. That is, we have to prove that if this property is satisfied, then the given group is abelian. Think and solve. Thank you.